The Great Banana Battle. Why bananas belonged to the monkeys a long, long time ago, when the world was still new and filled with magical creatures and wonders, there was a small village nestled deep in the heart of the jungle. In this village lived a little old woman who had the most beautiful garden anyone had ever seen. Her garden was filled with rows and rows of towering banana trees, their green leaves swaying gently in the warm breeze. Every year, these trees produce sweet, delicious bananas, bananas so good that even the animals couldn't resist them. In the same jungle, not far from the little old woman's garden, lived a mischievous tribe of monkeys. Now, there were many kinds of monkeys, big and small, young and old, and they all loved bananas more than anything else in the world. They believed that bananas belonged to them, and they would sneak into the old woman's garden every chance they got to snatch the biggest and juiciest ones. One day, the little old woman realized that gathering all the bananas herself was becoming too difficult. The banana trees were so tall, and the bunches were so heavy, she needed help. So she decided to make a deal with the biggest, strongest monkey in the jungle. "If you help me gather the bananas," she said, "I will give you half of them as a reward." The biggest monkey, who was known as King Monkey, thought this was a great idea. He agreed to help, but deep down he had a sneaky plan. When he gathered the bananas, he kept the fattest, juiciest ones for himself, leaving the old woman with the small, wrinkled ones that grew at the bottom of the bunch. King Monkey took his share home and hid them in the dark, where they could ripen and become even sweeter. When the little old woman saw what King Monkey had done, she was furious. "How dare he give me these old, shriveled bananas?" she cried. That night, as she lay in bed, she thought and thought, determined to come up with a clever way to teach that greedy monkey a lesson. The next morning, the old woman came up with a plan. She crafted a life-size figure out of sticky wax and shaped it to look just like a little boy. She placed a large, flat basket on the wax figure's head and filled it with the most delicious, ripe bananas she could find. The bananas looked so perfect, they seemed to glow in the sunlight. Then, the old woman hid nearby, waiting for King Monkey to pass by. Sure enough, after a short while, King Monkey strolled down the jungle path. When he saw the figure of the little boy standing there with a basket full of bananas, his eyes gleamed with excitement. "Oh, hello there," King Monkey called out. "Can I have one of those bananas, please?" The wax figure, of course, said nothing. King Monkey tried again, this time in a slightly louder voice. "Hello. I said, can I have just one little banana? Just one sweet, delicious banana." Still, the wax figure said nothing. Now, King Monkey was starting to get annoyed. He puffed out his chest and shouted, "Listen here. If you don't give me a banana, I'm going to push you so hard that all your bananas will fall on the ground." But the wax figure stood still, silent as ever. That was the last straw for King Monkey. He ran toward the wax figure and smacked it hard with his hand. But to his shock, his hand got stuck. The sticky wax held on tight. "Let go of my hand," King Monkey cried. "Let go, or I'll hit you with my other hand." But no matter how hard he tried, the wax wouldn't let go. In a fit of anger, he punched the wax figure with his other hand, and soon, that hand got stuck too. Now King Monkey was really angry. "Let go of my hands, or I'll kick you with my foot," he shouted. But when he kicked the wax figure, his foot got stuck as well. He kicked with his other foot, and before long, both of his feet were stuck in the wax too. King Monkey wriggled and squirmed, but the more he struggled, the more stuck he became. "Help! Help!" King Monkey shouted, his voice echoing through the jungle. Soon, monkeys from all around came running to see what the commotion was. There were big monkeys, small monkeys, old monkeys, and young monkeys. They surrounded King Monkey, who was stuck fast to the wax figure, and chattered nervously among themselves. It was the tiniest monkey of all who came up with an idea. "We need the sun to melt the wax," he squeaked. "Let's build a monkey pyramid and shout to the sun for help." Without wasting a second, the monkeys piled on top of each other, forming a tall, wobbly pyramid. At the very top of the pyramid, the monkey with the loudest voice called out, "Oh, mighty sun, we need your help. Shine your hottest rays and melt this sticky wax." Hearing their call, the sun smiled and sent down its hottest, brightest rays. Slowly but surely, the wax began to melt. First, King Monkey freed one hand, then the other. The monkeys cheered as the sun's rays grew hotter. Soon, King Monkey was able to pull out his feet, and finally, with one last tug, he was completely free. King Monkey, though a little embarrassed, was grateful to the sun for rescuing him. But from that day on, the old woman had had enough. She decided to leave the jungle and move far away, to a place where she could grow cabbages instead of bananas. With the old woman gone, the monkeys took over the banana trees and claimed the garden as their own. From that day to this, the monkeys believed that all the bananas in the world belonged to them. And that's why, to this very day, the monkeys will always claim that bananas are rightfully theirs.